we're here in your shop, which is Fabrefaction,
Mm-hmm.
and you have actually been making these garments and art clothing for quite a while, but you've just opened your shop.
Right.
And how long have you been open here now?
Only about 2 months.
Oh, wow. And it's my kind of place. And thank you for letting me model one of your pieces today. This fabric is just me.
Uh-huh.
The hat, totally me. This was pulled from your reimagined
Yes.
coat and jacket. What does that mean?
So basically when I reimagine something, it's also called upcycled to some people. You take something that exists and redesign it. So for this coat, for instance, I completely redid the bottom of this coat, added new buttons, that kind of thing. Sometimes I do more elaborate things with coats, such as this one here, where I added all this on the bottom and a little bit of vintage lace on it. So it just depends on what I feel like I want to do with the piece. And it's just completely hand patterned out of my imagination.
Okay. But you have a really beautiful website, and you do have a couple of standard things.
Right. I
that
do
you
handmade
offer.
clothing as well.
And who are some of the people who are you have a pretty good following?
Yes, I do. A lot of people are costume people, people that do the Dickens Fair, steampunk followers, cosplay people. But I also have just regular customers every day. I have a lot of people that order custom pieces for wedding attire. And I also have a wedding dress that I created recently. It's a steampunk wedding gown. Men that want custom-made vests for wedding attire, or just musicians, entertainers. I've even had some, other types of performers who order things from me. So, or somebody that just is an unusual person and wants something unique to wear. Yeah.
And you're located here in Auburn, and we will put your address here in the Gold Country Mobile. Put that up on the site, and your website fabrefaction.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you do travel to many craft shows.
I do, right. Yeah, before I opened the store, that was mainly what I was doing. I was doing art fairs and festivals. I was doing conventions, cosplay, steampunk conventions, science fiction, fantasy types of events, and selling my wares there. And it got to be the point where people were asking me, where's your store? Where's your store? And I didn't have a store, so I decided on Auburn because the aesthetic just fits what I'm selling, I think. It's a gold rush town, and a lot of my things are Victorian style, so it felt like the right fit for me.
Okay, so Liz, I noticed there's an interesting rack over here, and it says women's handmade unboned corsets.
Yes. So these are, traditionally corsets would have boning in them, and they would be worn under clothing, and the boning kind of holds somebody in, sort of like the one I'm wearing.
So that has boning in it?
Yes, this one does. But these are more decorative, and they're to wear over a shirt or over a dress to just add some shape. They're much more comfortable because they don't have the boning in them. And
they lace up here first, so they're somewhat adjustable.
They definitely are. They're all handmade, and a lot of these are reversible like this one. So you could wear this side or this side depending on what outfit you were wearing. And I have an example of one on a mannequin over there just to sort of see what it looks like. So yeah, they've been very popular. One of the kind of grab and go things that I have in the store.
That's nice. And I notice over here you have beautiful jewelry, which is color coordinated, which is exactly the way I think jewelry should be exhibited. And so do you just collect vintage jewelry as you find it?
Well, the jewelry has a story behind it. It's actually a family collection that was collected over about 45 years that I inherited, my sister and I inherited. So it's just an enormous collection of jewelry, and it's been collected from all over the place. And so basically you can find anything here in any color, in any style. And I have way more than is displayed in the store.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's
treasure.
It is a treasure trove, and there's things in drawers all over the place here in the store, so people can look through and see what I have, and if I don't have something out that somebody's looking for, I probably have it in the back.
So a person could come here and spend a couple of hours.
Oh,
just
definitely.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And I noticed there's a rack over there. Is that men's?
There are men's coats and men's vests throughout the store. I do a lot of custom work. That's also a huge part of my business, is custom work for people. So I get custom orders all the time. I'm working on about 5 or 6 of them right now for people. So that's definitely a huge part of my business.
Great. All right, Liz, that's amazing.
Thank you. This is one of the pieces that I have created by hand. I call it a corset coat, and it's vaguely medieval looking, but also has a little Victorian, and it's sort of a mix of the two. So I make these in any size and any style for customers. So
that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. And then you also have a classroom here.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
I teach sewing, private lessons and small group lessons to people, and I have machines in the back for sewing lessons. They're all the same kind of machine. They're heavy-duty Singers.
Should we take a look in the sewing room?
Let's take a look.
Wow, this looks like fun.
Yes, so I just teach right back here in the back of the store. I have a lot of private students who come in every week. They're mostly beginners, but I do work with some people who have a bit more sewing experience. We'll go from basically turning the machine on and learning exactly how machines work to hand sewing. I teach alterations, anything that people basically want to learn about sewing.
Oh, what a great resource for everybody in the area. And you've got somebody here working on a project.
This is Grace. She's my new intern. She goes to, what's the name of your school?
I go to Confluence High.
She goes to Confluence High, and they encourage people to get out into the world, into the community, and learn trades. And she's very interested in sewing.
She's an amazing model too. Come over here for a second. And what is she? What can you tell me about?
This is another reimagined piece that I created.
And the back is amazing.
Yes, it has a little bustle. So that's the kind of thing that I might do. Yeah, she looks lovely in it.
Yeah, Grace, very nice. And then I can see just a glimpse of your luscious, delicious fabric stores.
Yes, I have in the back. I've got lots of fabrics. I'm constantly buying fabrics. I have trims and velvets and ribbon and everything you can imagine. Buttons, a huge button collection. So
nicely organized too.
Yes,
of course, color coordinated.
I try to keep it organized so I can find what I'm looking for. This is an order that I've been working on. It's a custom order for some people in North Carolina that I got through my Etsy shop. And so they've ordered these 3 pieces plus one more that I'm making for them for a Christmas ball that they're going to. So this is the cape. This is the coat for the man with the fur collar, and this is
wow.
And then this is going to be his waistcoat, and then I have a corset I'm also making for his wife. So I'm looking forward to shipping this off to them.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
No, just come on by. If you have any curiosity about the store, or if you have a sewing project that you've been dreaming up and want somebody to help you do or create, I'm happy to assist.
So nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It was so nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.